Shenzhen, abbreviated as Shun, also known as Pengcheng, is a sub-provincial, state-planned megacity under the jurisdiction of Guangdong Province. The State Council specifies it as a special economic zone, a national innovative city, and other multiple important positioning. It is located in the south of Guangdong Province, on the east bank of the Pearl River estuary, connected with Hong Kong and connected with Dongguan and Huizhou in the north, with 9 districts under the jurisdiction of the city and a resident population of 17,989,500 at the end of 2024. As a window for reform and opening up and an emerging city of immigrants, Shenzhen has created the Shenzhen Speed and is known as China's Silicon Valley, as well as the center of the Guangdong Hong, Macau Greater Bay Area, etc. In 2024, the GDP amounted to 3,680,187,000,000 yuan, with a year-on-year growth rate of 5.8%. In this video, let's travel through the time tunnel and step into this miracle city that has risen from a fishing village and enjoy the energetic city of innovation, Shenzhen. If Shenzhen skyscrapers are lines of poetry growing up into the sky, then Chongqing Street is a historical code embedded in the horizon. This century-old shopping street straddling Shenzhen and Hong Kong allows you to touch the collision and fusion of the two systems at the same time. The boundary stone engraves the scars of the colonial era. The warning bell echoes the cry of national self-improvement. And in the duty-free stores lined up, Gucci and Hong Kong-style herbal tea live next door to each other, filling shopping carts with cross-cultural wonderful experiences. When twilight drenches the container clusters of Yantian Port, don't forget to climb up to the Sea Viewing Pavilion in Gouda Park to watch the evening sun dye the Boundary River into an amber-colored ribbon. Turning away from the smoke and clouds of history, Shenzhen Bay Park is staging a concerto of ecology and urbanism. 13 kilometers of coastal trestles connect the mangrove wetlands with the skyline of the financial district, and the egrets skimming over the glass curtain wall of Ping and building look like an impromptu dance between nature and science and technology. Every winter, tens of thousands of black-faced spoonbills stop here, their feathers sweeping through the lens of bird-watching binoculars, forming a surreal ecological picture with the bright lights of Hong Kong on the other side of the river. It's recommended to come early in the morning with the tide, and you'll find morning runners sharing the same golden sandy beach with migratory birds foraging for food. To experience the city's sky-high ambitions, step into the Ping and Finance Center's Cloud Observation Deck, a 541-meter high panoramic glass observation deck, where Victoria Harbor and the Pearl River estuary are miniature models of each other. Every Thursday afternoon at the Sunset Theater, professional guides will explain the growth code of the city skyline in both Chinese and English. As the setting sun gilds the twin cities of Shenzhen and Hong Kong, you'll understand why National Geographic named it Asia's best city viewing platform. How does the steel skeleton of an old factory transform into a hotbed of creativity? OCT Creative Park has given a stunning answer. On the modeled concrete walls, pioneering graffiti and vines compete for visual sovereignty. In the old Paradise bookstore, transformed from mechanical workshop, the melody of vinyl records and the aroma of latte flowers weave into a spiritual utopia for literary and artistic use. The Weekend Tea Street Market is a design lover's paradise, where ceramic by independent designers and limited edition prints by Hong Kong illustrators turn every stall into a miniature art gallery. At Window of the World theme park, the Eiffel Tower meets the Taj Mahal in a dreamlike setting, and the 115 replica of the world's landmarks allows you to travel around the world in 3 hours. It is recommended to enter the park at dusk, when the 3D mapping technology turns the Arc de Triomphe into a colorful digital canvas, and the water show The Secret of the Deep Blue in the amphitheater retells the legend of the Silk Road on the sea with lasers and flames. Don't miss the vintage trolley parade in the Americas District, where the jazz music wafting from the carriages and the silhouette of the Statue of Liberty outside the window instantly take you back to the streets of New York in the 1920s. Dalmatia Seaside Park is a sapphire necklace gifted to Shenzhen by the Tropic of Cancer, with 8 kilometers of eco-trails winding between jagged reefs and emerald-colored lagoons, where scuba diving enthusiasts can explore the undersea forests of the Coral Conservation Zone. For a more wildly romantic experience, Yangmiking's Cliff Seascape Trail is not to be missed. The crashing waves of the Mermaid movie set and the white windmills of the Deer's Mouth Villa form the most magnificent visual symphony of the South China Sea. The hiking trail on Wutong Mountain is a decoder for reading Shenzhen's green ambitions. Early in the morning, the Taishan Stream Trail is shrouded in dense mist, with waterfalls and centuries-old banyan trees weaving the ecological code of subtropical rainforests. As you sweat your way up to the 943 7-meter peak, the picture that opens up in front of you is worth all the hard work. The hectares of blue waves of Yantian Harbor, the rolling hills of Hong Kong's new territories, and the ever-growing cluster of skyscrapers on the skyline interpret the ultimate definition of a city of mountains and the sea. Under the walk walls of the ancient town of Gongkeng, the 600-year migration epic of the Hakka people is transformed into a figurative landscape. In the Fish Lantern Museum, colorful fish made of bamboo splints swim in light and shadow, echoing the Lantern Festival in Xian Qiji's words. It is recommended to stroll through the streets of Ming and Qing dynasties in Chinese costume in the evening, and when the lanterns are lit up one after another, the non-genetic bears of the iron flower beating are pouring the iron water of 1600 degrees Celsius into the night sky, and the golden meteor shower A. Indeed, the flying eaves of Daiwu constitute a magical realism scene. The renovation plan of Nantou Ancient City allows the 1,000-year-old county government office ruins to coexist and co-prosper with cyberpunk art. In front of the oyster shell wall of the Dongguan Guild Hall, an AR guide system projects the history of Ming Dynasty sea defense as a hologram. And in the buyer's store around the corner, avant-garde jewelry made from electronic waste by local Shenzhen designers is redefining sustainable fashion. At nightfall, climb up to the Star Bar, transformed from the ruins of the Xian and County Yamen, where the aroma of wheat from craft beer and the moonlight from the ancient city wall create the most unique flavor of Shenzhen. The opening of K11 Ecoast takes the waterfront art experience to a new dimension. Designed by Zaha Associates, this shopping center features fluid metal surfaces on the facade that reflect the rhythm of the waves in real time, and an artificial intelligence gallery inside that generates one-of-a-kind digital artwork from your body temperature and heartbeat data. Saturday evening is recommended for the Future Table program on the top floor, where molecular gastronomy masters use 3D food printers to create Cantonese dim sum, paired with a 270-degree surround screen immersive dinner that will revolutionize perceptions of food and technology. While history and the future are an intense dialogue in the attractions, Shenzhen's dining tables have long been stirring up a storm of innovation. The Bright Pigeon uses 36 years of ancient brining techniques to push the crispy skin and burst of juicy meat to the extreme, with fresh milk specially supplied by Morning Glory Ranch, achieving a time-traveling taste duet. And at Xiu Xiang Sihai Restaurant, the freshly cut hanging dragon meat rises and falls 3 times in the beef bone broth, and the collision of sasha sauce and puning bean sauce sublimates the chaos on hot pot into a philosophy on the tip of the tongue. Coconut Chicken Hot Pot at Runyuan Four Seasons uses Hainanese coconut green water to cook the sweet original flavor of Wunchang chicken. It is recommended to taste 3 bowls of golden soup base before dipping it into the special sauce of sand, ginger, and lime, where the fragrance of the tropical rainforest and Lingnan culinary wisdom are perfectly intertwined. The hot and sour soup pot of Master Lee's Crispy Tripe, on the other hand, uses wild mountain peppers from western Hunan to stimulate the elasticity of the pork belly, which is paired with chilled prune juice to stage a concerto of ice and fire for the taste buds. At night, Dongmen Old Street is a galaxy of food with neon signboards. In front of Grandma's minced beef stall, the marinade inherited from 3 generations is saturated with radish and gluten. Jehua Snacks at the corner conquers countless late-night diners with the charred potpourri of wood-fired boiled rice. Not to be missed is the General Duck of Pengcheng Restaurant, stewed slowly for 3 hours in secret soy sauce. The meat is crispy without losing its tendons, and every bite is a living fossil of Hakka food culture. Shenzhen, a vibrant and charming city, attracts countless tourists to explore with its unique modern and natural beauty. Whether you're looking for attractions to visit, food to experience, or accommodation to relax, Shenzhen can bring you an unforgettable experience. Well, the above is the whole content of this video. If you like it, remember to like, comment, favorite, and retweet it. This is China Travel Guide. Let's see you next time.